Hey friends, welcome back to the Destination Baby and Kids YouTube channel. I am Gina, I am your host, and I am here right now to go over the 4 options of high chairs that Stokke has on the US market. So this is super exciting. I love comparison videos. I hate comparing things in a vacuum or just reviewing one thing at a time. So we're gonna go over pretty briefly the differences between these products and the pricing and feature set differences. So one thing you'll notice on all of them is they all sit low compared to big plastic high chairs that sit up really tall. The reason for that is these are meant to be used with a table. Now, this one also has a tray option. I don't have it available yet, but it would look really similar to this guy. So just keep in mind that this one you can also purchase a tray for separately if you want. However, all of them can be used without a tray, pushing right up to the table, and that will give you your best seated position for children, where they're sort of leaning forward, they've got a 90-degree angle in their knees, and then their feet are able to push through the ball of their foot on the foot plate of the chair. So over here, the little fjord blue is going to be the Stokke Clikk. That is their most cost-effective Stokke high chair. That's going to come in at about $179, and that one has the least amount of adjustability versus the rest of them. So while the rest of these chairs are going to work for children 6 months up through teenage years, what we're working with here is 6 months through to 35 pounds or 3 years old. The thing that's nice about this one is that it's incredibly lightweight. It also assembled in about 1 minute, maybe less, 30 seconds. No tools. And the tray piece is pretty simple to use. You just engage and pull, shove it in. Very simple. One thing I will say is that you don't have the option to scoot the tray any closer to the body, nor to adjust the backrest in for a smaller bodied child. So it's a pretty generous space. If you're starting with a really small baby, you may want to roll things and put it behind their back. They do make cushions. However, that's not going to provide a ton of support necessarily for correct body alignment, but it will be a little bit softer. The cleanability of this, though, really can't be beat. I mean, it's unbelievable. I do think I read somewhere that the tray is dishwasher safe. I'll double check that for my viewing audience, but certainly no sharp pieces or anything to get in there. I will say that one thing I don't like is that the footrest isn't adjustable. So it's one height. That is pretty low, and you'd probably end up putting things here to support when they're very small, because if you've ever sat at a bar stool with your feet dangling with nothing supporting it, it gets exhausting after about 3.5 minutes. So with the baby, it's the same scenario. You want to make sure you have their feet supported. This one doesn't have that adjustable support, but it is super easy to remove the legs. It would be a great option to travel with. I would say it's an awesome supplemental high chair if you wanted to put it in a parent's home, or if you just want something more cost effective and are cool with making the minor adjustments, like putting blankets behind their back and things underneath their feet. This could really answer a lot of people's questions and meet a lot of needs. So definitely like this option. Now, only holds 35 pounds. All the rest of these chairs are going to hold kids that are significantly larger. So we're looking at systems that'll work from 6 months up to, in this case, 167 pounds, I believe. Here we're at 242, and here we're at 330 pounds for the full size weight that they'll hold as adult chairs. These two are going to hold your biggest bodied, and then this guy, of course, will work through for teenage. Now, interestingly, the one on the ends, both of those, I have those anchoring the ends, because both of these products have easy adjustability and easy to use trays. So if you think that a tray is really critical for your high chair, if that's something that you really want, no question that those two have trays that work more easily than these guys. If you're looking at either one of these products, the tray is going to remove by pressing a piece on the interior and scooting the tray up toward the sky, sort of lifting up over the head. That's not my preferred way of doing a tray. My preference is definitely going to be squeezing and scooting a tray off, and then also being able to click it into place. That to me just feels more natural, and it's just a more American styling. Additionally, the guy in the end is gonna have the most adjustable backrest in terms of it moves in and out based on the size of the baby. So right now we have it set to pretty low, but we can set it for a taller, bigger kid that might need more space. And it is fully removable if you wanted to just use this piece by itself. So the one on the end is the most expensive. This is gonna be the steps. This one with all the pieces that you see, including the cushion and the tray, is gonna be about $409 versus $179 on the end. So that's sort of the price range of what you're looking at here. Both of these two right here are gonna be $299 as you see them set up. And these are both designed by the same person. This is a Peter Opsvik design from the 70s. This is gonna be a Peter Opsvik design from the 2000s. They're both design award winners. They're both gonna encourage the correct seated position that I talked about with the 90 degrees and the feet going through the footrest. Also adjustable feet plate. Biggest difference is that this is obviously going to be designed with the things that people criticized about this one in mind. So when you wanna do the adjustments here, you're going to need a tool. On this one, and this guy, no tools will be necessary to do any adjusting. So that's unique about Tripp Trapp. It will require more dexterity from the user and a higher level of user interaction to make the chair do the adjustments. Here there's knobs to spin to adjust the different heights, and here it's the same story with the footrest. The knobs move up and down. And also when we're ready to turn this one into adult chair, baby set is just fully removable. And as you can see, you sit directly in the seat. On this guy, it's gonna be similar. A little more work. There's a tab that you press underneath. Pull that up, and this comes off. Now, if you're looking for fun colors, Tripp Trapp's gonna be the winner, no question. They come in the most color choices. You can almost always get the baby set in the matching. The tray comes in, I believe, either white or black, so to keep that in mind. Steps and Nomi, so these two I think are hitting a much more sophisticated note in terms of the design. Both of them have black and tan options. You can see here, that's what we've got going on. This guy is gonna come out with that this year, so that'll be very exciting, really current and beautiful. And also both of these are gonna be much easier to clean. All three of these have better surfaces to clean, will be easier to keep clean than this one, which has a lot of cracks and crevices that things can sort of get stuck and dried onto. One of the criticisms of the product. So these two being so similar, you would just need to decide which one made more sense for you. Again, I sort of like the more modern aesthetic of this one and some of the features here, just in terms of the ease of adjustment. With these three also, you can do newborn pieces, so you can put stuff on it to make it newborn compatible. If you wanted to use any of these products from newborn, you would make that purchase separately, anywhere from $149 for these guys up to $199 here. And the newborn piece here is also a bouncer, so that's very cool. I do have more detailed videos on these, comparing them just individually. So again, for $179, that's gonna have the least amount of things that it does. These guys are more in a $299 to $399 range, and this one with everything that you saw featured was $409. If you wanted just the chair and the baby set, it would be $309, so only about $10 more than these two equivalently featured. So, pick your poison, whatever makes sense for your lifestyle. Obviously, we would support it wholeheartedly. We just want to show you what you're getting into so that when you want to go and make the decision, you feel really educated about what you're looking at and the capabilities. So again, 35 pounds, 330 pounds, 242 pounds, 167 pounds. Feel free to leave any questions or comments in the place below. And please feel free to hit like or subscribe. We love going over products with you. We would love to go over anything else that you might have questions about. And yeah, we hope to see you at our next video. And we appreciate you watching. Thank you so much, and we'll see you in the next one.